All right. So down NewbieVeT, got a special guest. We got my boy, Major League Deuce.
Hey, Major League Deuce and it did no time.
So what's going on, man? Finally got you in here.
Yeah, man, you know, saying nothing much, you know what I'm saying? Just really, you know, living life, you know what I'm saying? Trying to elevate everything around me so that I can continue to elevate myself, you know?
Man, most deaf, man, most deaf. So you, where you originally from?
I hate when people ask me that question because I kind of don't know what to tell them. See, I was born in Wichita, Kansas. You feel me?
Okay.
But I actually grew up in several states. But if I had to give credit to any city or state, I would have to say I was Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Okay, cool. You liked it up there?
Yeah, Oklahoma is very enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think it's slept on a lot. You know, it's actually no different than Atlanta. It's just smaller, but you know. It's a city, much to do, you know, good people, country folk, you know.
So it's actually a big city.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's nice, you know. Nice. You gotta get out there one day.
Yeah, man. Most definitely got to, bro. Gotta get out. Cause you be surprised, man, certain areas have like big populated places like that in those towns. Like Tennessee, for instance, like you wouldn't think Tennessee would have a place where a lot of people just go out and hang out and just walk the streets all day, but right. there is places in Tennessee like that.
And see, not only that, but see, Oklahoma City, that's just a part of the Oklahoma, you know what I mean? Tulsa's in Oklahoma too, and you know, that's where the original Black Wall Street was.
Right.
And a lot of people don't know that either.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot going on in Oklahoma, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. So what was the transition from Oklahoma down to Georgia? Or did you have another pit stop before you came to Georgia?
Nah, it was straight from Oklahoma City to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I was at a time in life where it was like, you know, I knew what I wanted to do, but for some reason I wasn't taking that step into that direction. You know what I'm saying?
That?
And I could say, you know, some excuses like, you know, I was still being a product of my environment, you know what I'm saying? Still had some influences that I wasn't able to get away from, you know, but I also didn't want to get away from at the time, you know?
What you mean by that? Like, give me an example for that.
So, you know, just being in the streets, you know what
right.
I'm saying? You know, I'm affiliated. So, you know, Southside, Two Folds, you know, just being in that atmosphere and everything that come with it, you know, when you trying to elevate and trying to do something differently, but everybody's not doing it as a collective, it kind of makes it more difficult for you to do it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I want people with me. I always want to bring my brothers with me or this person with me, right. You know, but I had to understand that, you know, sometimes if you want this, you got to go do it yourself.
Right.
So I knew it would be more difficult for me to elevate as quickly as I wanted to in that same environment. So I wanted to go ahead and challenge myself by coming to somewhere new vibes, you know what I'm saying, and just see what I can work out there.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's how I transitioned to the A. You know what I'm
to the A. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was like so getting into the A, like was it smooth, like getting around, like getting
you
to
know
people?
Well, when I first came, bruh, all I had was 2 suitcases, bruh. On my mama, that's it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I had a lot of stuff that I probably could have took, but I mean, I feel like it was worth getting rid of. You know, the bag is just, you know what I'm saying, gave a lot of polos away, stuff like that. So I just came with 2 suitcases, and I ain't had no car or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my cousin, Andrea Mallard, you know what I'm saying? Because he was the one that actually hit me up and really kind of pushed me to come, you know what I'm saying? I sent him a song, he was like, hey, cuzzo, that's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I came, you know, I kind of had him as a crutch, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wasn't really getting around like that, but I was in position to where I can do what was necessary. So, you know what I'm saying? He helped me with work, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Then after a while, you know what I'm saying? Got a car, you feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister for that because that was a big blessing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know, once then I started getting around like that. And that's when I started trying to make my moves, you know, but then life kept happening, you know what I'm saying? And I like to analyze it, sit back and analyze sometimes before I take another step.
Right.
You know me.
And it always come at a time you ain't expecting it, you know. So, you know, something happens, especially when you get some good things going. Your plan be like, hey, okay, let me get the car first. Yeah. Once I get the car, everything else will fall in place. And then it be totally opposite of everything falling in place.
Right, because then you get it. Now you enjoying it, you know what I'm saying, and now you distracted.
Right.
Now I got the whip. Yeah, let me get off course and do this, do that.
Right.
When really you're supposed to stay on course, so you can keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Your main plan was like, yeah, man, I got this car, so I can go to school, drive to school, I can go to work. That's all I want to go.
Facts.
But then you got friends get involved.
Yep.
Man, let's go to the club. Let's start going hanging out. Then you got girls get involved who go visit her, travel. Then you put all that wear and tear in your car, and then your car fuck up.
Facts. Don't have that car.
Now you don't have that car.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I be getting a little distracted at times, you know what I'm saying? But I try to, you know, reanalyze what was going on so I can kind of, you know, improve and progress in the future. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Really.
Right. So how old were you when you got into music, like when you realized you wanted to start doing music?
Shoot, I was, I mean, I always had an interest in music because as long as I could know as long as I knew who my dad was, you know what I'm saying? Because we separated probably I was 2, maybe 3 years old. So of what I did and could remember from that age, the little bit I could, I knew he was a musician. You know what I'm saying? I also knew he was in the Army too, but I knew him for being a musician. So, you know, I just always loved music.
So he was like, you grew up watching him do music?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at his pictures. You know, he'll take me to the studios. You know, I did photo shoot with him back in the day, all kind of stuff, bro. Just 2, 3 years old, you feel me? So, like, you know, 3rd grade, you know what I'm saying? We moved from California, you know what I'm saying, to Oklahoma, you know what I mean? So, you know, I ain't really have no friends, you know what I'm saying? And at this point, I'm like, damn, am I ever gonna get to a spot where I can meet people that I like and then, you know what I'm saying, grow with them, you know what I'm saying? Because we moved from Germany, Washington, California, now we in Oklahoma, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of got to a point where I was like, you know what? I don't want to befriend people because I'm tired of getting, you know, losing my friends, you know what I'm saying? Because we got to go here. So I started, you know what I'm saying, playing with myself. You feel me? Talking to myself, you know what I'm saying? Making beats, you know what I'm saying, with the pencils and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And then one of my cousins, DeMarcus from Wichita, Kansas, he came down and visited us in Oklahoma. And we was making beats. Nigga, we had a tape recorder. We had 2 tape recorders, cuz. So we pressed the tape recorder to record. I recorded the beat, you know what I'm saying? We recorded the beat, right? Now, when we recorded on that, we played, we used another tape recorder, and then we rapped. You feel me?
Yeah,
we had a song called You Can't Touch This, because we the rap kids. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I remember the 2, but a lot of people don't remember the 2 tape recorders, but that's some days, boy.
And see, I didn't even realize until you just said it how historical it is, or, you know.
But that's, man. Like, there only a few people was doing it like that.
Yeah.
Like,
and shit, I was 8, you know what I'm saying? That was like, what, 1998, 99?
I was 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was crazy, man. So, yeah, man. So, wow. That's crazy. So,
yeah, so that's when I first got into it, you know what I mean? So I kind of carried it up, you know, as much as I could. You know, I try to write songs and stuff, but like, again, you know, you get distracted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Back and forth. Then, I wanted to be a gangbanger now. You know what I'm saying?
How did that come into play? How did you went from music?
Well, see, I was always around it. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, my family, you know, they wasn't just gangsters, but they was active. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they was around.
They didn't take no shit, and you know what I'm saying. So just from the out looking in, oh, this is gangster, and they had people that was gangsters. You feel me? So I was always around it, like GDs, the Junior Boys. You know what I'm saying? My great grandfather, original neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I was always around it, you feel me?
Right.
And so, you know, I tried to stray away from it, but it just became fascinating to me. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I had people that was doing it with me. You know, we felt like a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? We was getting money at the same time. You know, we was them niggas, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? So I seen it, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted my glory from. But you know what I'm saying? As I started seeing, like, you know, the realness of it, because I took it for a joke. I do everything that everybody else did, you know what I'm saying? But I took it as a joke, you feel me? Because I knew, for one, it wasn't really me.
Right.
But it was entertaining to me, so I'm down with it, you feel me? Plus, I ain't want to be considered no bitch.
Yeah, especially
you know
around them, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I was rocking with it, you know, but then I started to lose people, bro. And, like, you know, when I lost Marcel Jackson, you know what I'm saying? Prince Polo, that was my guy, you know what I'm saying? So when I lost him, I kind of, like, you know, lost myself a little bit, you feel me?
Right.
And that kind of made me not want to do that anymore, but I still didn't know what I wanted to do, you know what I'm saying? So then I got back into the music again, you know what I'm saying? But that was later in life after high school. I was in a band in high school, you know what I'm saying, percussionist, so I always tried to carry it, you know what I mean?
Right.
I mean.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, sorry about that too, man. So, so after the death of your friend, and you got back into the music and stuff like that. Like, what were some ways you were getting to get your music recorded? Like, did you have support from your daddies? Cause you say your daddy had a studio, right?
Yeah. Actually, I don't feel as though my pops was as supportive as I wanted him to be, and that's because
did he think that he probably thought you wasn't serious enough, or what you think?
Now that I'm older, that's what I would say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But then I felt like, you got your parents, they look at dreams as something that's not guaranteed or something that's unsure.
Right.
So they want to make sure that you do your schoolwork, or you pick something that they know you gon', get or profit off of and make money off of. It's not destined that just because you do music and you're good at it, that it can provide a healthy lifestyle, or that you can do it for a living. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like, they was playing me on the music, you feel me? And sometimes I get discouraged, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I didn't really have him as a support system like that on that. So I was just, I feel like I've always been an inventor and a creator. So I just started finding ways, you know what I'm saying? I met this dude named Young Son when I was 16. He was real battle rap type dude. We used to listen to Cassidy. So, we was coming with bars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's when I actually started to take it serious. You know what I'm saying?
You started listening to like the battle rap?
Yeah, we linked up with a little entertainment group called Get Money Entertainment, my boy Coates, you know what I'm saying? We ended up gangbanging together too. Right. Corian, Washington to be exact. We started recording in their studio, home studio, and it was cool, but it's like at that time, all we knew was to record the music and let people listen to it, you feel me?
Right.
We didn't really know
nothing else
business or videos, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't on that, you feel me? But we was 16, we was still thugging in the streets and just doing all kind of shit anyway, But that's when I started to take it most serious, But I still didn't have it like that. But it wasn't up until I think my brother Sheldon, we call him Honey, Big Honey. He known for being Elmo back in the day. Yeah. Well respected, general,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until he got out, I was like, you know what, bro? I'm gonna do this for real. And I was happy because he was by my side with me. You feel me? Like, nigga, I used to record in the car. You feel me? He had a Mustang stick shift, you feel me? And I used to, get in the car. I used to wrap the headphones around the little sun visor, drop my phone down, and back then it was GarageBand on the iPhone. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll record, do remixes to like Kendrick Lamar swimming pools or Wiz Khalifa, you know what I'm saying?
While he driving, you just do your shit.
You know what I'm saying? Or he'll just be coming outside, see me in there, hopping the whip, we smoking the L, and now, you know what I'm saying, I'm catching us vibing and talking at the end of the song, you know what I'm saying? So like, that shit kind of inspired me to want to do my own songs, you feel me? So I started doing my own songs, you know what I mean? Right. But it just still wasn't going my way, bro. Like, I don't know.
That's dope, man. I see that creativity, like that type of creativity. That's like, it's like you preparing yourself for the future, meaning like when you got to go on tour, you ain't got time to hit the studio. You got to have the studio on the road with you. Yeah. You're familiar with it already. You got practice of it already. So that's look at it like that too, Yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? So when you realize you want to start doing your own song, what was the process of you making that happen for yourself?
I started to, first I had to figure out what it was I wanted to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I wanted to show my difference because I feel like I'm very rare quality, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, a lot of people are great, you know what I'm saying? But it's so much lack of originality these days, you know what I'm saying? True. So I wanted to make sure and try to find a way for me to put my originality in my music. So I, just kind of vibe with artists that I felt like maybe thought like me or that had similar vibes to me, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe came from the same area or was telling the same kind of story. So that's how I kind of started, you know what I'm saying? As far as making my own songs, and I even was doing beats on them, you know what I'm saying? I listen to somebody beat and I try to remake it, but make it sound different. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like anything I did, cause I was gonna blow up, so I wanted to make it sound different, so I wouldn't get sued. You feel me?
Right.
But yeah, so that's how I was getting with making my own songs or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. So, all right. So how you wind up managing being in Toombs County? Out of all places.
Managing being in Toombs County. So, I don't really know the full backstory of how my pops got to Toombs County. Right. But he's originally from Jessup, you know what I'm saying, which is not too far from Toombs County. That's really where my whole pop side, you know what I'm saying? The mud is Jessup and Garda. You feel me? Garda, Georgia, you feel me?
That's a place people rarely talks about, Garda.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where it's at. That's where we come from, you feel me? And we working on something, you know, for that. But you know, so him being there, I guess he must have been mingling around Toombs County. He met a nice, beautiful young lady by the name of Kathy Mitchell, you know what I'm saying? And they ended up, you know, hitting off and getting married, you know what I'm saying? He been there since. So, you know, that's kind of been like my second home, you know what I mean? Through all the moves I was making with my mom, I was always able to go back there. You know, and then so I ended up going to school out there one year. I got kicked out that year. When I was 16, I got kicked out of school. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
What happened?
Man, well, see, I was a baby kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always felt like you couldn't tell me shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you might know, but I know too.
So you went to Toombs County High?
Yeah, for 1 year.
For 1 year.
Yeah,
who was the principal that year?
Coach Lothridge. Yeah, they were still paddling niggas, cuz I was like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they was real country next to a cotton field. I was like, oh, yeah, it's real different, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I come from the city
People
school.
don't know, man. People don't know they had paddling in Toombs County.
They was like, yo, you want, because I was still a kind of baby kid here, too.
Right.
Like, you want a paddling or 3 licks or ISS? I'll take ISS, nigga, you ain't touching me. Especially not no white man.
Man. And he hit your ass hard as hell.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know, because I ain't never get touched. But I used to see it, and I knew, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, yeah, so, you know, I was, you know, I feel like I took, or I was unable to deal with a lot of emotions of being separated from my pops. You feel me? So like that kind of disturbed me in school. I couldn't focus all the way. I don't know, bro. I just didn't want to do that. I felt like, nigga, if I'm not living with my pops, nigga, I'm not doing shit unless I really just want to do it.
Unless you really want to do it.
Yeah, so, you know, a lot of trouble came with that. You know what I'm saying? Then off top, like, nigga, I ain't scary. I like to do stuff. So, you know, experiment, branch off, do stuff, and nigga, that might get me in trouble. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Back then, you used to get in trouble for talking back. Talking back to a teacher, nigga, that's a conversation. You feel me? So how else do you expect us to want to communicate things if we can't even have a conversation at school and we getting rolled up for talking back? So now I really don't know how to deal with stuff inside of me, so I'm, you know, doing different things. So, you know, I had a history of it. So I go from school to school, you know what I'm saying? Then I went to a place called Putnam City Original, 9th grade year. And like within the first 8 days, cuz, you know what I'm saying, I got in trouble. And, you know, me and the janitor got in a little scuffle because he lied on me and tried to say I was stealing. You know what I'm saying? I was just there with the homies. My sister was in basketball practice trying to try out.
You remember that day?
Bro, I remember everything, bro.
What happened?
You know what I'm saying? I remember everything. We probably looked suspicious because there was 2 niggas in the school after school was out. But they was having basketball tryouts. So my sister was there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm gonna stay back with the homie, wait for my sister. You feel me? So we just roaming to school. You know what I'm saying? Messing around. You know what I'm saying? And the janitor, he come like, hey, what you guys doing? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he like telling us to go out. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to go out this way. I'm going to go out the way I came in. You feel me?
Right, y'all told him?
Yeah, that's what I told him. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? My homie Jordan Hoover, shout out to him because he's still a good friend. He like, nah, come on, Shaft. Let's just go out this way. And I'm like, nah, because, you know what I'm saying? I don't like to give people the power. I had a problem with authority because, you feel me? So instead, I'm like, nah, I'm going out the way we going out the way we came in. Like, I'm looking at the homie like, nah, nigga, we finna show him. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, you know, I started to, we walk, you know what I'm saying? So he ended up, we walked to the gym, boom. So, you know, we ducked off now. So he come back in the gym with the principal. You feel me? Now, this principal, he know me because he was my principal at another school in middle school. You feel me?
Yeah. So he already know you.
Yeah, he know me. Rest in peace to him, Coach Finley, Mr. Finley, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he already know me, so, you know, boom, boom, bam. You know, they tell him the story, you know what I'm saying? So I automatically get suspended for 5 days, bro.
Damn.
You feel me? 5 days, you feel me? So I'm like, dang, that's crazy. So now I'm mad. Like, y'all got me fucked up. Right. You want to suspend me for 5 days? I'll show y'all 5 days. Hey, so, you know what I'm saying? So I go looking for the janitor, you know what I'm saying? And
after that?
Yeah, my mama. So the janitor, his little office thing, you know what I'm saying, is right by the little lunchroom. So I go over there, and I felt like he snitched on me, you know what I'm saying? And I kept saying, like, we got to catch a fair one. I kept saying that, you feel me? So he stood up, tall white man too, bro. So he stood up, and, like, he leaned in and was like, you want to fight me? And shit, boom. You know what I'm saying? We just got to skiffling. Then goddamn, I remember I had to get up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So we had this little hallway called Pirate Hall next to the gym or whatever. So I'm running out, you know what I'm saying? I'm calling my my step pops, my big brother Sheldon pops, you know what I'm saying? And I run across the street to these apartments we used to live in. I like duck off in Willow Cliff, you feel me?
Yeah.
Cause you know, I don't know what's going on now. I'm thinking like, you know, I done took off on ain't no telling what finna happen, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I know, I ain't finna get caught by nobody other than who's supposed to come get me, you feel me? So I waited, you know what I'm saying? I see step pops, he driving the truck, he like, where you at? I'm like, I see you. I'm finna come out. So I hopped the little, it's like this little brick thing. So I hopped the little brick thing. He's still driving, cause I hop in the back of the truck. Hey, I felt like I was on some gangster shit, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I ended up getting kicked out, man, you know what I'm saying? I was out of school for like a whole month. And you know, that's when I really, you know, I had been saying I was off the porch because, you know, I had, my brother was older, so I was always around older G's, you feel me? Niggas from 60s, 90s, Bloods, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always around real gangsters, you feel me? So, you know what I'm saying? I always felt like I was off the porch, but when I was, my brother was locked up when I was 16. So I didn't really have, you know what I'm saying, all that then, you know what I'm saying? So now I had to see, is you really like that, you feel me? So that's when I was really off the porch. I was in the street, bro. I wasn't going home, none of that, bro. For a whole month, bro. Whole month. Then I finally moved out to Toombs County and went to school there for a year. So now I'm like, oh yeah, my life like Boys in the Hood. You know what I'm saying? My mama can't handle me. She got to send me off to my pops. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so
you relate to that movie? You watched that shit?
I relate to a lot of movies. I feel like, you feel me? Hey, but
what's 5 movies that you feel like is your life right now? If somebody say if they want to get an idea of your life, what's 5 movies kind of relatable to it?
Damn. That's a good question. I definitely could say Boys in the Hood because I feel like I'm the Trey in the situation. You feel me? You know, damn. You know, I watch movies. And every time I see a headstrong leader, I be like, that's me right there.
Me right there. Any movie with a headstrong leader.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I can't really recollect 4 right now, but definitely Boys in the Hood, you know, but anything where, any movie that relates to, you know what I'm saying, overcoming the trap. Right. You know what I'm saying, that society has on a lot of us. Right. Or, you know what I'm saying, that mentality, you know what I'm saying, being able to overcome your environment, anything that goes from hell to heaven, anything, you know what I'm saying, with the happy ending, because that's what mine is. Right. You know what I'm saying, even if I don't get rich, you know what I'm saying, I'm happy. Right. Because I know how far I came from, you feel me? Right. So anything that relates to that, any movie like that whatever movie y'all thinking of, that's the movie, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, bad.
On me.
Bad, man, bad. So, all right, so the name Deuce, Major League Deuce. Yeah. When did that name come into play?
All right, so, you know, when you affiliated, you know what I'm saying, and you go up under somebody in the gang, you normally become that person's Deuce. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying, my big homie Puppet, you feel me? So I became Puppet Deuce. You know what I'm saying? It was either Lil Puppet or Puppet Deuce. It was already a Lil Puppet that tarnished that name, and I wanted to make my own, so I became Puppet Deuce. Okay. You feel me? Yeah, so what happened was, when I got to that point where I wanted to get right within and try to do things for self, I was like, all right, let me just be me. You know what I'm saying? I can keep Deuce. I don't mind keeping Deuce because I am the second one and God first, you feel me? Right. So it's like, all right, let's keep Deuce, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, it became Deuce W because it was a lot of deuces in the city. You feel me? Like every gang got a Deuce. Tiny Deuce, you know what I'm saying? Just all kind of Deuce. Take off Deuce. It's all kind of deuces when you know what I'm saying, when you're affiliated. So I'm like, I ain't like them. You know what I'm saying? I'm double them. Right. So that's when W came into effect. You know what I'm saying? Right. And which also, I mean, stand for Wichita because that's where I was born at. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that the W represents me after the Deuce because, you know what I'm saying, it's the only letter in the alphabet with more than one syllable. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's rarity. That's me. Right. Dope. And then the Major League came in effect, you know what I'm saying, when I first moved to Atlanta after I had, you know, moved from my cousin Andrell Mallard. Right. You know what I'm saying? We moved to Marietta with my cousin Ramondo Scott. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know, King Assassin, he the MMA bantamweight champion in the NFC right now, today. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up, man. Congratulations.
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, we all had our own things going, you know, when we was where we was by ourselves. But when we came together, we decided we was going to put our shit to the side and come up with a whole name. And me, him, my boy C Kill, you know what I'm saying, we came up with Major League Business. Or it was really Major League Music and Martial Arts, because my cousin is a martial artist and I, you know,
You
was
do the
doing
music. Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's
but
dope.
I branched off into Major League Business, cause I mean that's my standard. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
That's
So
dope.
That's
That's
how
dope.
Major League Deuce came into effect.
That's dope. So go vibing to a lot of your music. When I first met you, you had a lot of South. You had a lot of mixture of different things. You had a lot of Cali style in there too. So you been to Cali before?
Yeah, I used to live there.
You used to live there. So what's your experience with being in Cali?
You know, Cali, I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I was first introduced to gangs. You know what I'm saying? I first started claiming Crip in Cali. You feel me? Got my ass whooped when I got home because I found out all my cousins' bloods. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but
crazy.
that's when I started to learn. All right, it's gangs. You know what I'm saying? I started to learn different religions like Islam. You know what I'm saying? That's what Cali was like for me. But I wasn't there that long. You feel me? Yeah, because you know.
But you was there enough to soak up.
Yeah, because you know,
it's inspiring.
I'm very analytical, so I observe, and that's how I learn from observation. So you know what I'm saying? I probably got a lot out of that being there. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that. Observation. Observation is a one key element that a lot of people overlook because you can observe a room without saying anything and already have your answer. If you pay attention to it. You know.
Facts.
If you pay attention to it.
A lot of times shit speaks for itself, cuz.
Right.
On me.
Right.
That's real though.
Right.
But yeah, so I picked up a little bit, but you know I wasn't there long because mama liked to get gone.
Right.
We're family.
So do you got a photographic memory? Like you can see somebody or see something or an object or something one time, and whether it's a week or two later, you can remember where you saw that?
Yeah, for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool.
And I can see far too.
Yeah, that's an Aquarius shit, isn't it? You're an Aquarius, right?
Yeah, I can
see
far.
And I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Okay, that's I guess it's
you know
an
how
Aquarius
it goes.
ability. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
okay,
you know.
Okay, cool. So are you really into the Zodiacs? Like a lot of people are like so deep into the Zodiacs.
I'm actually I like to think myself as very deep into them. A lot of people, you know, growing up, you know what I'm saying, in you know, with a spiritual family and that believe in Christ and stuff like that, you know, they look down upon it as something that's demonic. I don't because I feel like
demonic when they are Zodiac.
Correct.
Right.
That's my opinion as well.
Right.
Which I feel like it's a negative and a positive to everything.
Right.
And if it was all created, then there's some good to it too.
Right.
So that's how I look at it. You know, if I can read something and this is able to explain who I am and make me become more conscious of why I do some things, or you know what I'm saying? Because it's your choice to believe it. But if you understand this is really why and you see that, the book told me that, cuz it told me who I was, and I was like, oh nah, you know, I like to be in the know. How do this person know who I am without knowing me?
Right.
It's the stars. One of the first things that God created. Therefore, it got to be some type of code in it. Why not use it to your advantage?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm big on it, bro. That's why one of the very many things that I ask people when I first meet them is when is your birthday? You know what I'm saying? It kind of gives me an idea on who you are, how to deal with you, what things maybe I can say. Cause
that's important.
Yeah, cause at the end of the day, as serious as life is, it's a game, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to play certain things. You know what I'm saying? And,
So what are some things now these days like Zodiac? Like Zodiac is one. That's different. Zodiac is one. Well, it's not different. I've heard it a couple times. Zodiac is one. But what are some more things that you feel like as people in general need to do when meeting new people or trying to create friendships or bonds with people? What are some things, key elements that people got to look for in order before they start giving that person that title of a friend or a business partner or a homie or family member, even family members? So
I mean, I feel like the vibe is first.
Okay.
Because just like you said, you can walk in the room and nobody say anything, but you can already know what it is. You feel me? So I think first you pay attention to that vibe, that energy you feel, because you don't feel stuff for no reason. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you know what I mean? Be receptive and open to differences. Because a lot of times that's why we, what can I say? Delay friendships. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll meet somebody and then we be kind of standoffish because we feel like we got to figure them out before we...
Right.
But sometimes it may not be meant for you to do that. You can't always think your way into stuff. Sometimes you just got to let your soul move you. You feel me?
Some people you overthink.
Yeah, and under certain circumstances, you can't do that. So, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I would just say, you know, go off them vibes and feelings, you know what I'm saying? And be receptive and very open to differences because we are here to coexist. So for the most part, you should be able to be around every kind of person.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. You should be able to. You should. You know, we all have our body, like a defensive body mechanism that the body will warn you, or the body will give you the vibe. Like, you know, you might tense up, or you might be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, give you that signal. You know, just gotta pay attention. But yeah, man, yeah, most definitely. So that's real. So you read books?
I read a few books. Most of the time I read articles. I'm trying to challenge myself to start reading more so I can expand my vocabulary. But for the most part, if I do read a book, it's gonna be something about, you know, how to get rich, or you know, something that activates the mental. You know, astrology, something like that. I read that every now and then. I also still read the Bible too. Okay. I feel like it's a lot of useful information in that book as well as others. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I go back and read the same books over and over because I feel like what I learned last year, I might learn something different this year because I'm a more elevated person.
More elevated person.
Yeah, I definitely read.
Right, man. That's what's up, man. That what's up. God, the reason I asked that, cause I know a lot of people don't really read like the paperback books anymore. Really, like they did mostly on ebooks.
Yeah.
Or they do the listening.
The listening.
You know.
Yeah, and I do that sometimes. That's if I do actually get a book. That's more likely what I'll do too. You know what I'm saying? Listen, because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'll probably go to sleep to it. You know,
sleep to it.
I feel like I marinate, you know what I'm saying? So at least if I ain't really paying attention to it on a certain level of consciousness, I'll wake up with it.
Wake up to it. Yeah. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. So once everything is said and done, you know, once your career gets to its peak, where you work hard and got it to where it needs to be, what are some goals that you plan the work, you know, that you was planning to do once you got to that point?
Yeah, well, first off and foremost, shoot, as an artist, I want to go down as somebody, you know what I'm saying, that to listen to. You feel me? As artist wise, you know what I'm saying. But my whole purpose and my main goal is pretty much to make sure that the new and the upcoming lives don't have to experience what the previous ones that came before them did. You feel me?
Right.
So, you know, if I can provide or at least go make more steps closer to generational wealth, that's what I want to do. Because I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, my granny, you know what I'm saying, we're going to say she's 27 because she's been there for the last however many birthdays, you know what I'm saying? But she's elderly, you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like after a certain time, you know, people shouldn't have to work no more. You feel me? Right. And, you know, for many reasons, at least somebody should have enough to where they don't have to work.
They shouldn't have to work.
You feel me? Right. Like, why do
somebody in the family should be well? I feel like, and I'm glad you said that. That goes to a question. Do you feel like we should have at least one or two wealthy enough people in each family that can take care of the whole family if they chose to?
I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's being fruitful in life. You know what I'm saying? Outside of having kids.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I be wanting to, you know, I be wanting to provide for people, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I think certain things shouldn't be certain ways. So if I can have that big of an impact on people, you know what I'm saying, around me, to elevate their mentality to that, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's what I want to do. You know, I always used to dream kind of like, I want to go build like a whole bunch of like, you know what I'm saying, apartments, you know what I'm saying, low tier, and then like build a whole thing of houses. And like, you know, for people that's less fortunate, you know what I'm saying, like, you let them stay here. Right. You know what I mean? For free.
For free, right.
You feel me? You got a certain time to be here for free.
Right.
And in that time that you're here for free, it's some guidelines you got to follow.
Right.
If you follow those guidelines, you'll elevate. Now, you should be able to afford one of my affordable houses in the housing edition.
Yeah, and maintain it.
Yeah, so like, you know what I'm saying, I want to be able to have that type of impact on people, bro, to where, you know what I'm saying, those that can't do for themselves, you know what I'm saying, we really reach out to them and touch them and figure out the psychological approach, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we get shut down because sometimes we feel as we can't deal with somebody. Right. You know what I mean? But that doesn't make it fair to that person who may not really be capable. Right. They may need me or somebody else to continue to go that extra mile for them. You never know how much it may mean to them. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, those are my types of goals. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my kids, my boys, to have to even think about doing some of the shit I did. You feel me? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that generational wealth, bro. And if I can take care of other people's families, bro, that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to be who they supposed to be. Right. You know what I'm saying? and put your pride and your ego to the side and do what's right for us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? As people, as black people, as family, shit, as a whole, as mankind, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the reason today is because niggas ain't doing what they supposed to do.
Right.
And by niggas, I mean men, people, you know what I'm saying? You got some that are, but then they get selfish. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to spread the wealth. You know what I mean? Whether you know the person or whether you don't. You know what I mean? That's why I always bless people, bro. You feel me? No matter what I got, I always bless because I know God gonna bless me. And even if he ain't, I'm blessed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my breath is enough for me. Everything else is just extra. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm so giving. I don't have to have this. I don't need this. I'm good. I'm content without a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? But I know others need. You know what I mean? So if I can help, you know what I'm saying, to where more people are able to provide, you know what I mean? That's what I want to do, bro.
Right. Fact, man. All right, man. So before we get off on NewbieVeT, man, is any love you want to shout out? And how can they get in contact with you? I
want to shout out, you know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to my family, you know, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying? Because that's who I was around, and that's, you know, who has a lot to do with who I am today. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to Most High, you know what I mean? Myself, you know what I'm saying? My kids, man, you know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to, you know what I'm saying, of course, the Honorable J.Paul, you know what I mean? For, you know, being able to give me some opportunities and put me in certain positions, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, man, I could do shout outs all day, bro. You know what I mean? But for the most part, you know, I got some heat finna be coming real soon. You know, it's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? I don't have a date yet, but until you get a date, you're more than welcome to follow me on Instagram at MLB_DEUCEW. That's how you spell Deuce, for those that don't know how to spell Deuce. Or you can get me on Facebook at MLB Deuce W. You know what I'm saying? Or shoot, you can go type me in Google. And if I pop up, you know what I'm saying? Enjoy yourself. But yeah, man, you know, it's Major League Business, man. Y'all stay on the lookout. We got some things coming with CTC for sure.